Hello friends, in this video, we are exploring the fascinating world of biomechanics and sports, where human motion meets science. In this video, following points will be covered: Newton's law of motion and its application in sports, types of levers and their application in sports, equilibrium, dynamic and static and center of gravity and its application in sports, friction and sports, projectile in sports. Let's get started. Biomechanics is made up of two words, bio and mechanics. Bio refers to living organisms, life. Mechanics refers to the branch of physics which deals with forces and the effects produced by these forces. The application of mechanics to the biological system is called as biomechanics. It also can be defined as biomechanics is the study of the mechanical principles that govern the movement, structure, and function of living organisms. It combines principles from mechanics, physics, biology, and engineering to analyze how biological systems, such as muscles, bones, joints, and tissues, produce motion, withstand forces, and interact with their environment. Newton's law of motion and its application in sports. Sir Isaac Newton provided three laws of motion which are called Newton's law of motion. Newton's laws of motion are fundamental principles that govern the movement of objects. They play a vital role in biomechanics and are widely applicable in sports and games. Here's an explanation of each law with relevant examples. 1. Newton's first law, law of inertia: an object at rest stays at rest, and an object in motion stays in motion with the same speed and direction unless acted upon by an external force. Example in sports: a football remains stationary until a player kicks it, external force. Once kicked, it will continue moving until forces like friction, air resistance, or another player's kick act on it. 2. Newton's second law, law of acceleration: the acceleration of an object is directly proportional to the force applied and inversely proportional to its mass. Example in sports: in cricket, a batsman applies force to hit the ball. The heavier the bat and the stronger the swing, the greater the acceleration of the ball. In shot put, athletes throw heavier shots with greater force, resulting in slower acceleration compared to lighter objects. 3. Newton's third law, action and reaction law: for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Example in sports: when a swimmer pushes against the wall of the pool, the wall pushes back with an equal force, propelling the swimmer forward. In high jump, the athlete pushes downward on the ground, and the ground pushes back with an equal force, helping the athlete lift off the ground. Understanding these laws helps athletes optimize their movements, improve performance, and prevent injuries. Types of levers in sports and their examples: a lever is a rigid bar used to overcome resistance when force is applied. A lever consists of three components: 1. Fulcrum, pivot point; 2. Effort, force applied to move the load; 3. Load, resistance or weight to be moved. Levers are categorized based on the relative positions of these components. 1. First-class lever: the fulcrum is positioned between the effort and the load. This lever can be used to magnify force or speed depending on the positioning of the components. Example in sports: seesaw motion in gymnastics. When a gymnast leans back and lifts their legs, their body acts as a lever, with the hips as the fulcrum. Throwing events: during a javelin throw, the elbow acts as a fulcrum when the arm straightens to propel the javelin. To second-class lever: the load is positioned between the fulcrum and the effort. This lever provides a mechanical advantage as less force is needed to lift the load. Example in sports: push-ups. The toes act as the fulcrum, the body weight is the load, and the arms apply the effort. Rowing a boat: the oar is a second-class lever when the water, fulcrum, and the rower's pull, effort, are used to move the boat, load. 3. Third-class lever: the effort is positioned between the fulcrum and the load. This lever sacrifices force for speed and range of motion, which is common in most sports actions. Example in sports, bicep curls, the elbow is the fulcrum, the biceps supply the effort, and the weight held in the hand is the load. Hitting a ball in cricket or baseball, the hand holding the bat at the top acts as the fulcrum, the effort is applied by the batter's other hand, and the ball is the load being hit. Kicking a football, the knee joint acts as the fulcrum, the quadriceps supply the effort, and the ball is the load being kicked. In this table, types of lever, position of fulcrum, load, resistance and sports examples are shown. You can go through it. 3. Equilibrium, dynamic and static, and its application in sports. Equilibrium refers to a state of balance or stability where opposing forces or influences are equal and it results in no change in motion of that object. Or, when sum of all forces acting upon a body is zero, the body remains in a state of equilibrium. There are two kinds of equilibrium. One, static equilibrium, when sum of all the forces acting upon a body is zero, while the body is in static position, a state of static equilibrium is achieved. For example, Sirsasana in yoga and a gymnast maintaining a handstand on a balance beam. To dynamic equilibrium, when sum of all the forces acting upon a body is zero, while the body is in motion, a state of dynamic equilibrium is achieved. For example, riding a cycle, cartwheel or somersault in gymnastics. Center of gravity, it is an imaginary point in a body where weight is evenly distributed and all sides of the object are balanced. In normal standing position, anatomical position, the CG is on the navel. The CG shifts as we move. Example, in long jump, athletes adjust their body posture midair to ensure stability and maximize distance. Friction and sports. Friction in the field of games and sports refers to the resistance encountered when two surfaces come into contact. It plays a crucial role in determining the performance, safety, and techniques involved in various sports. Friction is defined as a resistance force when one object, surface, moves over another object, surface. The different types of friction in sports are: 1. Static friction. Static friction is a force that resists the initiation of motion between two surfaces in contact. Example in sports, in sprinting, static friction between the athlete's shoes and the track helps them push off and accelerate at the start. In rock climbing, static friction between the climber's hands, feet, and the rock surface prevents slipping. To dynamic, kinetic, friction. Dynamic friction is the force resisting the motion of two surfaces already in motion. Example in sports, in basketball, when a player dribbles the ball, kinetic friction between the ball and the court surface influences its bounce and control. In tennis, the movement of the ball across the court surface involves kinetic friction, affecting its speed and spin. 3. Sliding friction. Sliding friction occurs when two surfaces slide over each other. Example in sports, in ice hockey, sliding friction is reduced because of the smooth surface of the ice, allowing players to glide effortlessly. In soccer, when a player slides to tackle the ball, sliding friction between their body and the ground slows them down. 4. Rolling friction. Rolling friction occurs when an object rolls over a surface. Example in sports, in bowling, rolling friction between the ball and the lane ensures smooth movement towards the pins. In cycling, rolling friction between the tires and the road determines how efficiently the bike moves. 5. Fluid friction. Fluid friction is also known as drag, occurs when an object moves through a fluid medium, such as air or water. Example in sports, in swimming, fluid friction acts against the swimmer, requiring streamlined body positions to minimize resistance. In skiing or snowboarding, air resistance, a type of fluid friction, impacts the speed and control of the athlete. Role of friction in sports. advantage and disadvantage of friction in the field of sports. Advantages: 1. Helps to maintain the position of object. 2. Helps to move faster with stability with the use of spike studs. 3. Friction helps in better grip, control, and performance. Example: cleats in soccer provide grip on the grass. 4. Prevents wear and tear of muscles as well as equipments. Disadvantages: 1. Higher friction leads to wear and tear of the equipment. For example, in cycling, higher friction leads to wear and tear of tires. 2. Excessive friction can slow down movement or cause wear and tear. Example: high friction on a running track can lead to abrasions during falls. 3. Higher friction requires more energy to perform motion. 4. Lower friction leads to unstable movement which may lead to injuries. 5. Projectile in sports. A projectile is any object that is thrown or launched into the air and is subject to gravity and air resistance. Parabola or trajectory: once a person or an object left the ground and follow a flight path in air before it comes back down to earth. This flight path is called as parabola or trajectory. For example, the path covered by shot put when released from the hand of an athlete to the point of landing in the field is called as parabola of shot put throw. Factors affecting projectile in sports: angle of release determines the trajectory and distance. Example: 45 degrees is optimal for maximum range in javelin throw. Speed of release: higher speed leads to a longer trajectory. Example: a faster tennis serve travels further. Height of release: a higher release point increases the range. Example: in basketball, a taller player can shoot at a higher release point. Example: in basketball, a player calculates the angle, speed, and height to make a successful jump shot. Spin: the amount and direction of spin acting on a projectile will directly affect the distance a projectile will travel. For example, a volleyball served with a slight spin follows a true course of flight. If you like our content, don't forget to hit the subscribe button for latest updates. Thanks for watching this video. Have a nice day.